students, welcome to our channel. This is our lecture number 25 in electronic devices and circuits. So in this lecture we are going to study about the Zener diode. So first of all we will see the introduction to the Zener diode, then we will study about the VI characteristic of the Zener diode for forward characteristic and the reverse characteristics. So in reverse characteristic we will see two important phenomena, that is avalanche breakdown and the Zener breakdown. So let us start our presentation with introduction to the Zener diode. So the Zener diodes are special purpose diodes which are manufactured for some specific application. So the Zener diodes are basically designed for some specific works, so that's why they are known as special purpose diodes. And the Zener diodes are the p-type and the n-type region of the Zener diodes are heavily doped, and they are always used in the reverse biased condition for any specific application. If we want to use Zener diode, then we have to use in reverse bias condition. And the Zener diodes are having high power dissipation capability due to the heavily doping. They have high power dissipation capability. If we talk about the normal diode, then the normal diode is having very less power dissipation capability in comparison to the Zener diodes because of less doping, and the Zener diode is having high power dissipation capability due to the heavily doping. So this is the general symbol of the Zener diode, you can see here. So this is the anode and this one is the cathode. And now we are going to study about the VI characteristic of the Zener diode. So first of all we will see what is forward characteristic of the Zener diode. So basically in forward characteristic, if we are talking about, if we use the Zener diode in the forward biasing, then the Zener diode is going to behave like a normal diode. It means that there will be no difference in the forward characteristic of the Zener diode. It will be same as the normal diode. So basically we are using the Zener diode in the reverse biasing because of its some special characteristics. So this is the circuitry, how the Zener diode is connected. You can see this is N type, which is connected to the positive terminal, it means reverse, and negative terminal is P type is connected to the negative terminal. So now we will see the reverse characteristic of the Zener diode. So in case of reverse biasing, the characteristic of the Zener diode is completely changed as compared to the normal diode. So in reverse biasing, the Zener diode is going to behave in different way like the normal diode. It means the characteristic of the reverse biased Zener diode will be completely changed. So there are two important phenomena that occurs in the reverse biased Zener diode. So the first one is the avalanche breakdown that occurs due to the reverse biasing, and the second one is the Zener breakdown. So we will study one by one. So in case of the avalanche breakdown, as we know that as the reverse biasing voltage is increases, the electric field across the junction also increases correspondingly. So the thermally generated carriers, it means the free charge carriers, while they are traversing the junction, acquire the sufficient kinetic energy by the electric field. So the thermally generated carriers will acquire sufficient kinetic energy which are traversing the junction, which are traveling the junction, and these electrons are going to collide with the other immobile ions by breaking the covalent bond, and they will create new electron hole pairs. So due to the large number of electron hole pairs, you can see this is our covalent bond, and this covalent bond will be break down due to the strong electric field, and the free charge carriers will collide with the other immobile charges, and the number of electron hole pairs will increase, and due to these electron hole pairs will collide with the other immobile ions. So due to the large number of minority charge carriers, the reverse saturation current will be generated. So the large number of reverse saturation current is going to increase due to the large number of minority charge carriers. So the region after which the current started increasing is known as avalanche breakdown or avalanche region. And after certain voltage, the current is going to sharply increase. So that particular region will be known as avalanche breakdown or avalanche region. So the avalanche breakdown is shown in the given figure. You can see this is the VI characteristic of the Zener diode, and in this you can see this is our reverse bias, this is forward bias. So forward bias is to like normal diode. So you can see from this figure this is our avalanche breakdown, and the Zener breakdown is going to occur earlier than the avalanche breakdown. After the Zener breakdown, if we are continuously increasing the reverse biasing, then avalanche breakdown is going to occur, after which the current is sharply going to increase. So this is the avalanche breakdown, you can see from this figure. So now we will be studying about the Zener breakdown. So in case of Zener breakdown, as we know that when the in case of Zener diode, the P region and the N region are heavily doped. So due to the heavily doping, there will be direct rupture or direct breakdown of the covalent bonds that takes place because of the strong electric field at the junction of the PN junction diode. So due to the heavily doping, there will be strong electric field as compared to the in case of avalanche breakdown. In case of avalanche breakdown, the electric field was not that much strong as it is in Zener breakdown. So due to the strong electric field, there will be direct rupture or direct breakdown of the covalent bonds in case of the Zener breakdown. So because of the strong electric field at the junction of the PN junction diode, so the new electron hole pairs so created increase the reverse current in a reverse biased PN junction diode. So the new electron hole pairs that will be created after the direct rupture of the covalent bond, they will help in increasing the reverse saturation current, because the number of electron hole pairs is going to increase at a very large number. So due to the large number of electron hole pairs, the quantity of reverse saturation current will be very high, and the current after the Zener breakdown is going to remain constant. The current after the Zener breakdown will be increasing, but the voltage will remain constant. So the increase in the current take place at a constant value of reverse bias, typically below 6 volt, or is for the heavily doped diodes. So Zener diode is also heavily doped diode. So if we will apply the reverse biasing of 6 volt or less than 6 volt, then the voltage is going to remain same, but the current will increase sharply from that point, and the depletion width is very small due to the heavy doping of the P and N region. So as we have studied that the depletion width is directly proportional to the doping concentration. So in case of the Zener diode, the doping is very high. So due to the high doping or heavy doping, the depletion width will be very small, and even if we apply 6 volt or less than the 6 volt across the junction, then a very strong electric field will be created in the order of 10 to the power 7 volt per meter. So this is very strong electric field that will be created in PN junction. After this certain voltage, the current starts sharply increasing, and particular region is known as Zener breakdown or Zener region. So this is the certain voltage after which the reverse saturation current is going to increase, but the voltage will remain same. So that region is known as breakdown region, Zener breakdown region or Zener breakdown. So friends, if you like this video, then you can subscribe my channel.